It's always a pleasure being in your company as we bring you the latest local and global news. Good evening and welcome to the midweek edition of Primetime News. I'm Selima Shimwefeleni Masipa. If it's your first time watching, kindly subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon to receive notifications, as well as give us a like as it helps recommend our channel to your friends and family. Leading our news bulletin tonight, the Executive Director in the Ministry of Health and Social Services, Ben Nangombe, said the Trusted Vaccines platform is now available to generate COVID-19 digital vaccination certificates to persons who are fully vaccinated. Let's get the details of our first story compiled by Sawiha Siku.
Nangombe, in a statement on Tuesday, said that government has partnered with the African Union and PanaBIOS Consortium to introduce the Trusted Travel and Trusted Vaccine Technology platform as from 26 April 2022. He said the new technological innovation provides the assurance of secure, tamper-proof and digitally verified COVID-19 laboratory test results and vaccine certificates to facilitate smoother and hassle-free travel. Nangombe noted following weeks of troubleshooting and pressure testing, the ministry customized the system for Namibia, which is now in a position to issue authentic and verified COVID-19 vaccine certificates. He further said travelers can now enjoy the comfort and convenience of generating their authentic COVID-19 digital vaccination certificates online.
On to our next story. As South Africa commemorated Freedom Day, Head of State Dr. Hage Geingob earlier today extended a congratulatory message to his South African counterpart and the citizens on the country's 28th anniversary.
Geingob noted that on the 27th of April 1994, they witnessed an epoch-making moment in which the people of South Africa ushered in a new democracy, crowning South Africa's hard-fought struggle for liberty. The head of state added that as South Africans commemorate this momentous occasion, he wishes to reaffirm Namibia's commitment towards maintaining, solidifying, and advancing the excellent relations between countries, dating back to the long bitter years of shared struggle against apartheid. He stressed the long-lasting friendship, solidarity, and common heritage shared between people and countries continues to grow in all spheres. Geingob also said while Freedom Day brings with it fond memories, Namibia remains cognizant of the destruction caused by the devastating floods that have ravaged the KwaZulu-Natal province over the past 2 weeks. Namibia therefore extends its sincere condolences to the families of our brothers and sisters who have lost loved ones and pray that the outpouring of grief and messages of solidarity will bring some semblance of solace to the South African people.
On to neighboring Angola, a local official revealed that the country recovered at least $12 billion in assets through the National Asset Recovery Service. Xinhua brings us the details.
Eduardo Rodriguez, the National Director of the National Assets Recovery Service, assigned to the Attorney General's office, said the assets were recovered in real estate and currency within and outside the country in the last 4 years, as part of the fight against corruption and impunity in the African country. It was learned on Tuesday that this information was provided by Rodriguez in a statement to the press on the sidelines of a workshop on asset recovery, which brought together attorney generals of the community of Portuguese-speaking countries in Luanda, the capital of Angola. The official said that Angola will auction some recovered goods this year.
Staying on the continent, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa revealed on Tuesday that the government is mobilizing substantial funding to help recover from recent catastrophic floods in 3 provinces, including the worst-hit KwaZulu-Natal. This while the country's fiscal environment is severely constrained. Xinhua once more brings us the details.
The country has to provide support and rebuild infrastructure, while at the same time sustaining expenditure measures in support of the reconstruction and recovery, as it is still counting the cost of the COVID-19 pandemic and the public unrest last July. Ramaphosa told a joint sitting of Parliament about the floods, where he called on solidarity among different political parties for the people. Shortly before the President addressed Parliament, lawmakers observed a moment of silence for those who were killed in the floods. Tuesday's figures showed at least 435 people have been killed and 54 people are still missing in KwaZulu-Natal due to the deluge caused by heavy rainfall from April the 8th to 13th on the province's coastal parts. Parts of Eastern Cape Province also experienced flooding, where 2 people were killed and 3 people were injured, and around 1,000 people were affected by the destruction of houses and other losses. In Inland Northwest Province, a total of 1,535 houses were damaged by heavy rainfall. Ramaphosa told the parliament that some of the funding is available in the existing budgets of departments, provinces, municipalities, and public entities, and the government will also seek funding from the contingency reserve for 2022 and 2023 for repairing and rebuilding of damaged infrastructure and other disaster recovery, pending the enactment of the 2022 Appropriation Act. The government is also looking at public donations through the Solidarity Fund for humanitarian and other forms of relief, he said.
Kindly stand by for your top roundup. The energy sector headlines the primetime business segment tonight. Deputy Minister of Mines and Energy, Cornelia Shilunga, recently stated that Africa must lend its voice to the growing discourse of the continent's participation in the energy industry. This, she believes, demonstrates a potential opportunity for alleviating poverty. Linnea Dishena compiled this report.
In her closing remarks issued on Tuesday at the Namibia 4th International Energy Conference held in Windhoek from 20th to the 21st of April 2022, Shilunga said the International Energy Agency estimates that 600 million people in Africa lack access to electricity, stressing that the endeavor to win the energy poverty battle should be driven by the fact that access to energy translates to a better quality of life and unlocks economic opportunity, especially for the youth. She noted that a lack of access to clean, cheaper and sustainable energy has had devastating results for Namibia, the sub-Saharan region, and created constraints on people's social and economic progression. Shilunga indicated that the conference also shared how Namibia will navigate the migration towards intermittent resources of energy at a time when oil is being discovered, adding that the recent two possible oil discoveries present a massive economic opportunity for the country.
Now, the World Bank, in a report released on Tuesday, noted that the Russia-Ukraine conflict has dealt a major shock to the commodity markets, altering global patterns of trade production and consumption. Another in-depth report from Xinhua.
The increase in energy prices over the past 2 years has been the largest since the year 1973, according to the World Bank's latest Commodity Markets Outlook report. The report noted price increases for food commodities, of which Russia and Ukraine are large producers, and fertilizers, which rely on natural gas as a production input, have been the largest since 2008. The report estimated that energy prices are expected to rise more than 50% in 2022, before easing in 2023 and 2024. The price of Brent crude oil is expected to average $100 a barrel in 2022, its highest level since 2013, and an increase of more than 40% compared to 2021. Prices are expected to moderate to $92 in 2023, still well above the 5-year average of $60 a barrel. It added, in the event of a prolonged conflict or additional sanctions on Russia, prices could be even higher and more volatile than currently projected.
And with that insert, we've come to the end of the top news for this evening. Kindly stay tuned for the economics roundup, followed by the weather forecast.
Good evening and welcome to All Things Sport on Sport Planet. I'm Joy Kosas. We begin the segment's innings with cricket. Zimbabwe produced a stunning bowling performance to thrash Namibia's senior women's cricket team, the Capricorn Eagles, by 7 wickets in the final of the Capricorn Women's Tri-Nation Series, which took place in the capital on Tuesday. Zimbabwe won the toss and sent Namibia to bat first, a decision that played in their favor as they reduced Namibia to 3 wickets for 1 run in the first 2 overs. On to Champions League football. David faces Goliath tonight as Villarreal travel to Anfield to meet Liverpool, aiming to derail the Reds' bid for an unprecedented quadruple of trophies. Jurgen Klopp's men, who lifted the League Cup in February, have already won the same number of major honors this season as the Yellow Submarines have in their entire history. Villarreal's sole silverware came last season in the Europa League, beating Manchester United on penalties in the final, and they have shocked European giants Juventus and Bayern Munich to make the semi-finals of the Champions League. Kindly stand by for your sports roundup. With the Sport Planet segment, we have come to the end of the midweek's edition of Primetime News. Many thanks for joining us. Once more, another reminder that if you are new to this channel, please subscribe, like, share, and hit the notifications bell to stay posted on the latest happenings locally and globally. Feel free to interact with us in the comments section. Catch us tomorrow as we bring you the latest happenings from around and beyond Namibia. From myself, Joy Kosas, and the entire production crew, it's good night.